Have you ever stopped to think about what habits or choices might be holding you back in your golden years? I know I have. As we grow older, our priorities shift, and so should the way we approach our health and happiness. Mr. Fletcher, a 72-year-old man living in a quiet lakeside town, took pride in his daily routine. He would wake at dawn, stroll along the shimmering shoreline, and then spend hours caring for his thriving vegetable garden. He believed these habits were the key to his vitality and peace. One cool autumn morning, while watering his tomato plants, Mr. Fletcher suddenly felt lightheaded. Before he could call out for help, he collapsed beside his garden bed. A local delivery driver, passing by with a package, spotted him lying in the dirt and rushed over to assist, calling for medical help. The incident startled everyone who knew him. It was later discovered that Mr. Fletcher had unknowingly been dealing with a silent health issue, a combination of low blood sugar and dehydration. His collapse served as a sobering reminder to the community that even the healthiest-seeming routines could carry hidden dangers. The event spurred conversations about self-care and the importance of regular health checkups, even for those who appeared to be in perfect health. Today, I want to share 5 crucial things to avoid in your 70s if you want to live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Stick with me until the end, because each of these points could make a real difference in how you enjoy your years ahead. Whether it's about maintaining your health, improving relationships, or finding peace of mind, these tips are rooted in experience and a lifetime of lessons learned. And trust me, they're worth considering. Before we begin, if this sounds like the kind of content you're interested in, make sure to hit that subscribe button for vibrant living and turn on notifications so you never miss our tips on living fully at every age. Your support truly helps us reach more people looking to make their golden years healthier and happier. Now let's dive in. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Point 1. Skipping regular checkups. As we age, it's tempting to think, if I feel fine, why do I need to go to the doctor? But skipping regular checkups is one of the most common mistakes many of us make in our golden years. Regular health checkups are not just about addressing current issues, but about preventing future ones from becoming serious. Trust me, I've learned this the hard way. I remember a conversation I had with my friend Walter. Walter, a robust 75-year-old, prided himself on never visiting the doctor. He'd often say, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it." One day, Walter fainted at a family gathering, which gave everyone quite a scare. It turned out he had high blood pressure that had gone undetected for years. Fortunately, he recovered, but the incident could have been avoided with a simple routine checkup. Walter now jokes that the doctor is his new best friend. Regular checkups serve as a window into what's happening inside our bodies, things we can't always feel or see. Conditions like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or early-stage diabetes often have no symptoms initially, but if left unchecked, they can lead to severe complications. A 30-minute doctor's appointment could save you years of trouble down the line. Let's also talk about the stigma some of us have about discussing our health. Many of us grew up in a time when complaining or showing vulnerability was frowned upon. But visiting the doctor isn't about complaining, it's about taking proactive control of your health. When we're proactive, we're showing strength, not weakness. For example, my doctor caught a small issue with my kidney function during a routine blood test. I had no idea anything was wrong, as I felt perfectly fine. But catching it early allowed me to make simple changes to my diet and medication, preventing what could have become a much larger problem. That small step saved me from potential hospital visits and unnecessary suffering. Another reason to keep up with regular checkups is that our bodies change as we age. What worked for you at 50 may not be the best course of action at 70 or 80. Doctors can help adjust your medications, recommend new therapies, or identify warning signs before they escalate. For instance, I once discovered through my physician that some of my medications weren't interacting well together. A simple adjustment made a world of difference to my energy levels and overall well-being. Beyond physical health, regular checkups also offer a chance to address mental health. Many seniors face anxiety, depression, or cognitive decline without realizing it. A caring doctor can spot these issues and guide you towards support and resources that can make life much more enjoyable. It's also worth mentioning that medical technology has advanced leaps and bounds. There are non-invasive tests and screenings that can provide a wealth of information about your health. The days of lengthy and uncomfortable procedures are mostly behind us. Today's checkups are quicker and more comprehensive than ever. And for those who feel nervous about visiting the doctor, consider this: a good doctor is not there to judge you. They are your partner in ensuring you live your best life. If something feels overwhelming, speak up. It's their job to guide you, and they can only help if they know what's going on. Finally, let's not forget the importance of specialized screenings for seniors. Tests for bone density, vision, hearing, and memory can all provide valuable insights and help you maintain your quality of life. These screenings may feel unnecessary now, but they can make a significant difference in how well you navigate the years to come. So don't let fear, pride, or procrastination keep you from staying on top of your health. Regular checkups are your ticket to a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Think of them as an investment in your future, a small effort today that can pay off in countless ways down the road. Point 2. Neglecting your physical health. Neglecting your physical health as you age is one of the biggest mistakes you can make, and I say that from personal experience. When we were younger, we might have been able to get away with skipping meals, avoiding exercise, or ignoring minor aches and pains. But after 70, those small choices can add up in ways we didn't anticipate, impacting our quality of life and our ability to enjoy our golden years. Let me share a story from my own life. A few years back, I started feeling a bit more tired than usual. I brushed it off, telling myself it was just part of getting older. I stopped taking my daily walks and paid less attention to what I was eating, leaning a little too much on convenience foods. It wasn't until I went in for my regular checkup and my doctor raised concerns about my blood pressure and cholesterol levels that I realized I had been neglecting my health. It was a wake-up call. After that appointment, I decided to make some changes. I started small, going back to daily walks and preparing more nutritious meals at home. The impact was incredible, not just on my physical health but on my mood and energy levels. I felt more capable, more alert, and more in control of my life. Taking care of my body gave me a renewed sense of vitality that made everything else in my life feel easier. Neglecting physical health doesn't just mean skipping exercise or eating poorly. It also includes ignoring medical concerns. A lot of us grew up in a time when we were told to tough it out and avoid complaining about health issues. But now, I see how important it is to pay attention to what our bodies are telling us. That ache in your knee, that persistent fatigue, or that shortness of breath might be your body's way of asking for help. Regular checkups and addressing small problems early can prevent them from becoming bigger issues. Another mistake we sometimes make is thinking that physical health only means hitting the gym or running marathons. That's far from the truth. Physical activity can be as simple as gardening, dancing in your living room, or playing with your grandkids. It's about staying active in a way that feels good to you. And let's not forget flexibility and balance exercises. These are critical as we get older because they help prevent falls, which can have serious consequences for seniors. Nutrition also plays a huge role in maintaining physical health. I used to think that eating well was just about watching calories, but I've since learned it's much more about what you're putting into your body. Incorporating more fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can make a world of difference. Staying hydrated is equally important. Something as simple as drinking enough water can improve your energy, digestion, and even your mood. Sleep is another aspect of physical health that's often overlooked. Many seniors struggle with getting a good night's sleep, but prioritizing rest is vital for your body to repair and recharge. Developing a consistent bedtime routine, cutting back on caffeine in the afternoon, and creating a comfortable sleep environment can all help you get the rest you need. One of the most surprising things I've learned is how interconnected physical health is with mental and emotional well-being. When you feel good physically, you're more likely to engage in social activities, pursue hobbies, and maintain a positive outlook on life. It's a ripple effect that starts with the simple act of taking care of your body. In conclusion, neglecting your physical health isn't just about missing out on a longer life. It's about missing out on a better quality of life. By making your health a priority, you're giving yourself the gift of more energy, more joy, and more freedom to do the things you love. It's never too late to start, and every small step you take adds up to a healthier and happier you. Point 3. Avoid overindulging in an unhealthy diet. One of the most important habits to address as we age is our diet. By the time we hit our 70s or 80s, our relationship with food has likely seen it all, from youthful indulgences to midlife health scares that prompted dietary changes. However, it's easy to slip into unhealthy eating patterns, especially when comfort foods or sugary treats seem to offer solace during stressful or lonely times. Overindulging in unhealthy foods might feel satisfying in the moment, but the long-term effects on our body can be significant. Let me tell you about my old friend, Jerry. Jerry was known for his love of sweets. Cakes, cookies, and ice cream were his go-to snacks, and while they gave him momentary pleasure, his energy levels started to plummet. He found himself feeling sluggish and increasingly irritable, but it didn't occur to him that his diet was part of the problem. It wasn't until a doctor warned him about his rising blood sugar levels that he decided to make a change. The transformation was remarkable. By swapping sugary snacks for fresh fruit and nuts, Jerry not only stabilized his energy but also started feeling lighter, healthier, and more in control. Overindulging in an unhealthy diet doesn't just impact energy levels. It can lead to serious health concerns like diabetes, high cholesterol, or heart disease. As we age, our metabolism slows down, and our bodies become less efficient at processing excess calories, sugars, and unhealthy fats. This means that indulging in greasy takeout or sugary desserts isn't just a minor indulgence anymore. It could directly affect our quality of life. I know what you're thinking. But food is one of life's great pleasures. And you're absolutely right. I've always believed in enjoying meals, but moderation and balance are the keys to long-term health. When my wife passed away, I went through a phase of eating a lot of processed foods because it was easier than cooking for one. However, I soon realized how much it was affecting my mood and energy. So, I started preparing simple, nutritious meals. A hearty vegetable soup or a grilled piece of fish with a side of greens became my staples. Not only did I feel better physically, but the act of cooking became a meditative process that grounded me. If you're still with me and finding these insights helpful, comment, too, below to let me know you're watching and engaged. It's always encouraging to hear from you, and your input helps create a supportive community. Another aspect of avoiding overindulgence is managing portion sizes. As we age, our caloric needs decrease, but our nutrient needs remain high. Instead of eating large meals, try having smaller, more frequent meals that are rich in nutrients. Foods like whole grains, lean proteins, and plenty of colorful vegetables can provide the fuel your body needs without weighing you down. Avoiding heavy, greasy foods also means you're less likely to experience digestive discomfort, which can become more common with age. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Sometimes, we mistake thirst for hunger, which can lead to overeating. Keep a glass of water or herbal tea nearby throughout the day to stay properly hydrated and curb unnecessary snacking. And when you do feel like indulging in a treat, consider healthier options like dark chocolate or a homemade fruit parfait. These choices still satisfy cravings without the negative health impacts. It's also important to be mindful of emotional eating. Food can be a source of comfort, but if you find yourself reaching for unhealthy snacks every time you're feeling lonely or bored, it might be time to explore other ways to cope with those emotions. Take a walk, call a friend, or pick up a new hobby to redirect your focus. In summary, avoiding overindulgence in unhealthy foods doesn't mean giving up the joy of eating. It means making smarter, more mindful choices. By nourishing your body with the right foods, you'll feel more vibrant, have more energy, and reduce the risk of developing health problems that could limit your independence or enjoyment of life. So, the next time you're tempted to overindulge, pause and ask yourself, will this make me feel good now, or will it help me feel good in the long run? Making small, positive changes to your diet today can lead to a healthier, happier tomorrow. Point 4. Avoid letting stress take over. As we grow older, life may bring a unique set of stresses, be it related to health, finances, family, or even adapting to a changing world. However, one of the most important lessons I've learned is this: don't let stress take over your life. Stress, if left unchecked, can wreak havoc not only on your mental health but also on your physical well-being. But the good news is that with some practical steps and the right mindset, you can keep stress in its place. Let me share a personal story. A few years ago, I found myself overwhelmed after my wife passed. Suddenly, I was responsible for managing everything, from household chores to handling finances, on my own. I remember one evening sitting at the kitchen table, surrounded by stacks of bills and papers, feeling like the weight of the world was on my shoulders. Stress had a firm grip on me, and I knew it wasn't sustainable. A dear friend gave me some simple advice that changed everything. He said, "Take it one thing at a time, and remember, not everything has to be solved today." So I started small. I created a daily routine to tackle 1 or 2 manageable tasks each day. And slowly but surely, the mountain of stress began to feel more like a hill I could climb. Managing stress starts with recognizing its triggers. For many of us, the fear of the unknown can amplify stress. Worrying about health outcomes, financial security, or family issues can easily spiral out of control. But instead of letting these worries take over, focus on what you can control. For instance, if health concerns are causing you stress, talk to your doctor, follow a healthy routine, and take small, proactive steps to improve your well-being. Taking action, no matter how small, gives you a sense of control and helps reduce anxiety. Another key to managing stress is finding ways to unwind. For me, it's spending time in my garden. There's something so grounding about tending to plants and watching them grow. Whether it's gardening, painting, or even just sitting by the window with a cup of tea, find what brings you peace and make it a regular part of your life. These moments of calm act as a buffer against the stresses of the day. Social connections are also a powerful antidote to stress. I've found that talking to friends, sharing stories, and even laughing over a cup of coffee can do wonders for my state of mind. Don't hesitate to reach out to loved ones when you're feeling overwhelmed. They might not have all the answers, but having someone to listen can lighten your emotional load. Stress can also manifest physically, so pay attention to your body's signals. I used to get headaches and feel fatigue whenever I was particularly stressed, but I didn't realize the connection until a doctor pointed it out. Incorporating relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or even a gentle walk can help calm both your mind and body. These practices don't require any special equipment or skills, just a willingness to pause and focus on the present moment. Lastly, don't be afraid to let go of perfectionism. One of the biggest stressors I've seen among my peers is the belief that everything has to be just right. Whether it's preparing for a family gathering or keeping the house spotless, the pursuit of perfection can be exhausting. Remember, life is messy, and that's okay. Give yourself permission to do your best and leave it at that. When you avoid letting stress take over, you free up mental and emotional energy for the things that truly matter, spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, and enjoying the beauty of life. Stress will always exist in some form, but with the right tools and mindset, you can keep it in check and live your golden years with joy and balance. Point 5. Avoid overindulgence in masturbation. As we age, understanding the balance in all aspects of life becomes increasingly important, and that includes personal habits like masturbation. While it's a natural and healthy expression of self, overindulgence can sometimes lead to unintended consequences, especially for seniors. Let's talk about why moderation in this area is key to living a healthier, more fulfilling life. When I was younger, I never gave much thought to how my body would change as I got older. But now, at this stage of life, I've realized that our physical and emotional energy is a precious resource. Excessive masturbation, like any form of overindulgence, can deplete that energy. I remember having a conversation with my neighbor, Sam, who admitted that he felt unusually fatigued and less motivated after overindulging. It wasn't until he scaled back that he noticed an improvement in his overall vitality and focus. For seniors, the physical impacts of overindulgence can also be more pronounced. Our bodies aren't as resilient as they once were, and overdoing any physical activity, even one as private as this, can sometimes lead to issues like soreness or irritation. Moreover, overindulgence can sometimes affect the balance of hormones, which might impact mood and energy levels. This is particularly important for those of us in our golden years, as maintaining energy and emotional stability is crucial for enjoying life to its fullest. Emotionally, excessive masturbation can sometimes become a way to cope with feelings of loneliness, boredom, or stress. While it may offer temporary relief, it doesn't address the root causes of those feelings. In fact, relying too heavily on this habit can sometimes lead to isolation or avoidance of other fulfilling activities and relationships. I knew a gentleman from my local senior center who shared that when he spent too much time in isolation indulging in this habit, he missed out on social interactions that could have brought him joy and companionship. Let's also consider the psychological impact. As we grow older, our sense of self-worth and purpose often comes from connections with others and engaging in meaningful activities. When we retreat too far into personal habits, we might unintentionally miss out on those fulfilling experiences. A friend of mine started to focus on hobbies like gardening and playing cards with friends. He shared that shifting his energy toward these activities brought him a deeper sense of satisfaction and improved his overall well-being. This isn't to say that masturbation is inherently bad, it's not. In moderation, it can be a healthy part of life and even contribute to stress relief and relaxation. But when it becomes a daily or overly frequent habit, it might take away from other opportunities to enrich our lives. The key is balance. Recognizing when a habit is becoming excessive is an important step toward taking control of your overall health and happiness. One of the best ways to address overindulgence is by redirecting your energy toward other rewarding pursuits. Take up a new hobby, rekindle an old one, or spend more time connecting with loved ones. Physical activities like walking or yoga can help channel excess energy while improving your overall health. Engaging in creative or social activities can also provide a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond the momentary satisfaction of overindulgence. Ultimately, the goal is to live a life that feels balanced and intentional. By being mindful of our habits and making thoughtful choices, we can maintain our physical and emotional energy for the things that truly matter: our relationships, our health, and the joys of each new day. So, remember to approach this habit with moderation and mindfulness. It's about making choices that allow you to thrive, not just in the moment, but in the long run. If you can avoid these 7 common pitfalls, you'll be well on your way to living a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life in your 70s and beyond. Life is meant to be enjoyed, and these small adjustments can make all the difference. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means the world to us, and we look forward to bringing you more content that inspires growth, joy, and purpose. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.